Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to Third Fridays, All You Can Eat Improv with ComedyFLOPs. I'm your host, Creme, Fraiche, and we are so excited to do our first show of 2022. If you've seen the flops before, you know we do our shows to raise money for wonderful nonprofit organizations in the Tompkins County and Ithaca area. And this month, we're starting off the 2022 year, our 11th, with the SPCA of Tompkins County. So any donations for or from this show are going to support them. If you watched the pre-show feed, you notice there are lots and lots of pets on there. Those are all pets that are in Flops families, and many of them did in fact come from the SPCA, and we love them very much. So if you haven't been to one of our shows before, everything you're going to see tonight is totally made up on the spot. The only thing we know going in are the games we're going to do for you, and there'll be all sorts of different types. So you are an important part of what we do, and periodically I will ask you, and I'll probably put in the chat requests for suggestions. That could be non-geographical locations, or it could be famous people, or pretty much anything. And the more suggestions you give us, the more we have to work with, and the funnier the show becomes. Plus, it's fun to have your stuff incorporated in the show. So that's what we're going to do for you tonight. The donation link is up here on the feed just below me. And if you have the means and want to do that to help our furry friends, they'd appreciate it, and so would we. All right, enough from me. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome tonight's cast onto the stage. Let's start with, well, the man who keeps this whole technological behind the scenes mess going. Let's give a big flops welcome to Rigamarole.
Ow!
The man most likely to be sued for malpractice. Let's welcome Dr. Brainpee, DSP. DSP. And when they come to get him, it will probably be with cuffs in hand. The one, the only, Officer Peggy. The man who you've seen many, many times over the years, the 1942, 1962, and 1972 Wimbledon champion. Please welcome Joe Lobb.
Woo! Joe Lobb.
And finally, it wouldn't be an SPCA, that's English, right, guys? An SPCA show without this flop. Let's welcome Goat Yoga. All right. This is our cast tonight. And so the first game we're going to play for you tonight is a game that we call Karl Barks. It's a warm-up game. And how Karl Barks works is we're going to get the name of a famous person or a fictional character or a cartoon character from you, and we're going to play with their name. So if the suggestion you had given us was Karl Marx, we might say, when he's a dog, he's Karl Barks, right? And that's the whole gist of the game, right? So let's see what suggestions you have for us tonight. I love this one from Hannah, the Progressive Insurance commercial lady, Flo. And actually, Flo is, I know her actual name because she went to Binghamton where I went. Stephanie Courtney is her name. I didn't know her. She was after me. All right, so let's start with useless information that you didn't ask for. No extra charge. But we got it, right? All right,
we got the connections.
Absolutely.
We got progressive connections. Not real insurance ones, though. No.
We're saving no money on our insurance. So let's go with the first one from Luann. Let's go with Denzel Washington. Our first suggestion is Denzel Washington.
Wow. When he goes to the mall and spends a lot on his credit cards, he becomes Spenzel Washington.
Yeah.
When he works
Riggy.
Go ahead, Joe Lobb.
When he works with a fine tool, he's Dremel Washington.
Riggy.
When he gets past tipsy, he's Denzel Slash-a-ton.
Goat Yoga.
When he goes into the forest, he becomes Hansel Washington.
Nice. When he's feeling hoity-toity, he's Denzel Washington. Lobb.
When he's feeling he's been unfairly arrested, he's denial what I done.
Ah.
Brainpee.
He's feeling extra clicky. He's Denzel Washington.
Yeah, Ricky.
When he gets a sermon up his sleeve and he grabs all his friends and he heads just a little ways away from here, he's Mentel Binghamton.
When he tears his pants but has the skills to repair them, he's Menzel Washington.
When he grows his hair long, he's Rapunzel Washington.
Ah, there you go.
When he's
Go
paying
Lobb.
proper attention to his car, he's Pennzoil Washington.
Okay, let's do another one. Good job, Flops. Let's go with Kara gave us Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Who's that?
He swims in a river. He does cute human things with his hands. He's Harry Potter.
Lobb.
When he's having a good time at a dance, he's Mary Trotter.
Ricky.
When he's that evil little kid, you know, he's Scary Toddler.
Oh,
Ooh. When he hasn't shaved in a week, he's Harry Potter.
Yeah, threw an eye
Officer
in
Peggy.
When he goes on a killing spree of tiny little nips, he becomes Fairy Slaughter.
oh man.
It got dark.
Lobb.
When he's working on his novel very carefully, he's Cherry Plotter.
Okay. Goat Yoga.
When he finds himself on the Seinfeld cast, he's Jerry Potter. Potter.
Officer Peggy.
When he showed up to prom drenched in blood, he became Carrie Potter.
Oh dear.
Mine are all real dark.
Ricky.
When he got into making really lame jokes in the early 2000s, they would go, "Oh, is that Harry? Not-er."
All right, let's do another one. This one goes back. Some of you may be too young for this, but there was a pitchman named Billy Mays for OxyClean, and this comes from Dan. So Billy Mays is what we're going to go with. Lobb.
When he's been forbidden something, he's Billy May Not.
Okay, Officer Peggy.
When he smokes a lot of doobies, he becomes Billy Hayes.
Goat Yoga.
When he's a young puppy and he needs to go to the SPCA, he becomes the Willie who got spayed.
No. When he moves to San Francisco, he's Hilly Ways. Brainpee.
Billy Mays here. Just here to tell you all about all the Billy ways OxyClean can work for you.
Oh!
That was
Russian
excellent.
and all.
That was excellent, but it needed to be about 40 decibels louder. Lobb.
When he's pretending to be a willow tree, he's Silly Sways.
Okay. Riggy.
Not sure if anybody made this joke while I was making repairs, but when you can buy him at the grocery store at a can, he's Billy Lays here with another fantastic chip.
Officer Peggy.
When he's underwater and catching all of the shrimp, he's Crilly Mays.
All right. We'll do one more, and while we're prepping to do that, I'm going to ask those of you watching the show to start peppering the chat with adjectives and nouns for our next game. All right, and so while they do that, let's there's lots of good ones to go with.
Bless you.
Thank you.
We've never done, to my knowledge or recollection, a one name one. Are you up for it?
Bring it.
Because it's a good one. Okay. So this one comes from Kelsey. Thank you, Kelsey, for ready. Dracula.
Whoa.
Oh.
All right, go ahead, Officer Peggy.
When he's the salesperson at Ulta, he becomes macula.
Okay, go Yoga.
When he's getting in a little verbal altercation on the playground, he becomes smackula.
Yep, Dr. Brainpee.
When you screw up at work, he's gonna give you a lot of flacula.
Oh, nice, Joe Lobb.
When he works only for the money, he's hackula.
Riggy.
When he's working for the Kansas City mob and you get on their bad side, you better watch out because he's about to whackula.
When he's made the Summer Olympic team, he's Tracula. Officer Peggy.
When he uses his photographic memory, he's factula.
Yeah. When he's just got the munchies, he's snackula. Riggy.
When he's hanging out in the back of your throat, he's uvula.
Brainpee.
When he goes to the chiropractor, he's cracula.
That's
nice.
a good one.
Joe Lobb.
When he's sitting on the porch of his southern estate watching the car bumpers rust, he's shacula.
Officer Peggy.
When he's bodybuilding at Planet Fitness, he's racula.
Oh.
All right. All right. That's good.
Ricky
Riggy.
always
Sorry, I
gets
didn't
left out.
That's okay.
I didn't see. I'm sorry, Riggy.
When he went through that, when he went through the 80s, he had a rough time. He was cracula.
Yep. Two contexts for that one. Yeah. Joe Lobb, you got one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he's deep into Italian food, he's ragulia.
I think we got quite a bit of mileage out of Dracula and a one syllable, or not a one syllable single name with lots of syllables. Actually, that's probably why it works. Okay, nice job. That's Karl Barks, or whatever the hell we just played. And we're going to now do a game called Pledge Drive. And this is a game much like you've seen on television. We're going to have two flops. We're going to host a telethon, a pledge drive, to raise money for whatever they decide they're raising money for. And they are going to have wonderful gifts for you who contribute. And so how this works is the hosts don't know what it is that they are going to pitch to you. So they have a clue giver who won't talk, but will mime things to help them out. Now, I need our hosts to take off their headsets so that they cannot hear what's happening. Our hosts for this game will be Officer Peggy and Joe Lobb. And everybody else, I will tell you what your clues are. So the clues are going to be for Dr. Brainpee to give and Goat Yoga. The first thing you're going to try and get them to guess is a smelly ghost. That's the prize. That's the first thing they could win. Second thing you're going to try and get them to guess is a fainting carrot. Okay, so those are going to be the things that you're going to be trying to get them to guess. And how this works, when somebody gets one of the things we're trying to get them to guess, I will ring the bell and they'll flip. Okay, so when you're ready, okay, she picked up on my subtle clue.
I was worried. I was never going to hear again.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right, whenever you're ready, you can start the pledge drive.
Welcome everyone to our 2022 pledge drive in honor of the SPCA. We have some great things here for you today, some one-of-a-kind items that you can bid your money on. So let's get it all started with the best, the coolest thing we have actually up here today, and that is
this the $50 gift?
It may very well be a $50 gift.
It may well be.
It's a sleepy gift. It is a tired gift. It is a narcoleptic gift. It's a little bit nervous. It's a nappy gift. It's a stinky gift. It's a little hot. It's a hot gift. I don't remember this. I'm so sorry, folks. I can't quite recall how to describe this in words other than the pure emotion it evokes, which is disgusting. It's a disgusting, odorous gift.
Switch.
Let me see if I can help you out here. I think I remember what kind of gift it was, but I need some help. It's a faint gift. It's a knockout gift. It's a pass out gift.
Wait, you got it! Ding, 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 ding! The first one.
Thank you.
All right, switch. It's fainting.
Fainting, okay.
It's fainting. It's a fainting statue. It's a fainting shrug. A fainting portrait. A fainting jerky bar. A fainting carrot.
And that's our $50 gift. And our $100 gift is even better. So much better you wouldn't believe it. That $100 gift is stinky, smelly, odorous.
Switch.
But not only is it odorous, but it is a ghost. It is an odorous ghost, an odorous spirit.
You got it. It was ghost.
Oh, well, that too can be yours for just a $100 pledge this evening.
And all the little puppies and dogs and kittens and gerbils, the SPCA, thank you very, very, very much. We appreciate your open heart, but even more, your open wallet.
Nice job. Nice job. So yes, I mean, who wouldn't want a smelly ghost or a fainting carrot? Am I right? That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, totally. So you guys did that pretty quick. That was impressive. That was impressive. So for our next game, we're going to play something called pan left, pan right. And there are 3 flops in this scene. And in pairs, they're going to do 3 very different scenes. And when I'm ready to switch it up, I'm going to say pan left and we'll switch to a different pair, or pan right and we'll switch to a different pair. But the key is whatever the last thing said by a pair has to get incorporated into the scene of the different pair, right? You'll see how it works in a minute. So it's going to be really weird and wild. So the flops playing pan left, pan right tonight are Rigamarole, Goat Yoga, and Dr. Brainpee. And so we just need Riggy. There he is.
Knock my mic over.
Hey, it's live streaming, folks.
Anything but the mic.
That's right. All right. So while Ricky fixes his rig.
Yeah.
So one pair is going to be Goat Yoga. I'm going to put the order in our chat so you can see sort of how we would line up on the stage. So if I say pan left, pan right, you know which pair is going to happen. So on the extreme left will be Goat Yoga. Dr. Brainpee will be in sort of the middle position, and Riggy will be on the right side of the stage position, right? So it's a visual exercise for our flops as well. So if I start with Dr. Brainpee and I say pan left, then we go to Dr. Brainpee and Goat Yoga. But if I say pan right, then it's Riggy and Goat Yoga, right? So you gotta think it's a brain teaser. All right, so, but to inform your scenes, to inspire your scenes, you need a suggestion. We have some great ones in the chat. And this is gonna be from Hannah we're gonna use. And the suggestion to inform all 3 scenes is rubbery. And you can take that anywhere you want. And the pair we're gonna start with is Dr. Brainpee and Riggy will be the first scene, and who knows if I'll pan left or right. We'll find out. But let's see something.
Does this ham taste rubbery to you?
Yeah. Look at it. Just flapping around. Ugh. Whose idea was this?
I said ham, not hand. Are you eating your hand?
No.
Is your hand rubbery?
Yes.
How long has your hand been rubbery?
So I took all the bones out of it, obviously.
Wait, really? Like, you actually?
Well, I didn't do it myself. I got a professional. He said he was a professional.
I mean, that's pretty good, but I mean, where'd you find a professional like that?
It works down on 3rd, between the dentists and the comic book shop.
Isn't that a dumpster between the dentist and the comic book shop?
Pan left.
Yeah, isn't that a dumpster between the comic book shop and the thing? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's free real estate. Like, I don't have to pay
I mean,
like rent or anything.
So you're
to, like-
living in it.
Well, I'm living and operating and just, being me out there, living, putting my best self forward.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any tenants? Any like furry?
I mean, well, I have some raccoon friends that come by sometimes.
Okay.
And some raccoon enemies that come by sometimes.
You
and
know,
some possum enemies that come by sometimes.
oh, the enemies.
Yeah, but they're only just most of the people I got to deal with. Things.
People. Yes.
Yeah,
I go ahead.
No, I mean it's they have personalities. They really do.
Yeah.
Pan left.
Oh.
They have personality. Do you?
Oh, let me tell you, I have had personality for a long time, but even more so since I've been training with the Disney parks. Welcome to Disney. I am a Disney princess series. So excited to be here, Mr.
Yep, that's my name, Mr. And I'm happy to serve as Disney Parks Chief Personality Consultant. And let me tell you, I am so happy that you are finishing your training with us here.
And
I
right.
have so much excitement.
So yeah, I'm so happy that you're finishing our training here today. I really could use an assistant with my business. It's kind of messy. I really could use somebody to do. I mean, it gets kind of full in here.
Right. Yeah. I was a little skeptical at first, but those dexterous paws, I mean, they are really
Look at him
human-like.
go.
Oh
Look at
my
him
God.
go. Best suturist I've ever seen.
I saw one of your raccoons picking the lice out of one of
Yeah,
And
I
left.
mean,
Yeah. I saw someone picking the lice out of...
did he take your vocal cords? I mean, what did you get this guy to do?
Oh, well.
Also,
you
this
could get
ham is
so
bad,
many
dude.
things, so many things get taken out, and you get money for it. You just get... Well, okay, hold on. Hold on, I got it. I got it, hold on. Okay.
You can keep going. I mean, don't stop on my account. Hydrate yourself.
Hold on, I got it.
What did you do to this ham? Did you also
Hand left.
lose your...
What did you do to this ham? I mean,
We took the bone out. That's what we do. We take the bones out of stuff. We just take them out. Just...
how did you take it out? It's not like it's a separate entity. I mean, it looks like
Hand
it
right.
went through.
I don't know how I took it out. It's not like a separate entity or anything. It's part of my body, but...
Pan right.
You know it, I know it. It's part of our body. It's spirit.
Spirit! I've just been having so much of your spirit talks. I've been going to every single one. Sometimes I just can't talk because it's just in me and it's coming out.
I have heard so many people come up to me and say, Mr. I gave up religion because Disney replaced that completely in my life.
Pan right.
That was okay. Hey, I'm gonna need you to replace some of that ham religion with ham in my life.
You want what? Wait, what? Am I putting this ham in your hand?
No,
I
mean,
it's hand left.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you want me to put this ham in your?
Yes,
in your
it's perfectly
hand?
good. There's very little rot on it. A lot of mold. Only a little raccoon pee. It's a good ham. Put it in my hand.
Inside of your
lunchtime.
hand.
No, put it right here. This is what I meant. It's lunchtime.
I mean,
That's free lunch.
You gotta.
We
You
got
got
catered
a
today. We
gaping
have
hole
tasty
in your
lunch today.
hand.
What?
Hand right.
Okay.
We
Hey,
got
I
this
got a
lunch
gaping
catered.
hole in this hand, and this one's made of rubber. So you're gonna have to feed me.
All right. I mean, it's catered, so whatever. It's bad. I'm not saying something.
And scene. That was a lot of fun. Well done, you three. Well done indeed.
Not smart enough to keep
Mister.
up with that game.
I was trying to call you Crumpus.
You know we're having fun when the sillies arrive. All
I
right.
was like, what's Crumpus?
You know, it's Goofy's older cousin. Goofy's older cousin,
Yes,
Crumpus.
Crumpus.
Yes,
He doesn't
cousin
go yuck and
Krampus.
gorge.
Hello.
He goes horp and gurk.
Just like that.
Horp and gurk.
Everybody breathe in. Breathe out. Well done. So our next game, and we do have one, is called Pardon. And this is a game for Rigamarole and Joe Lobb. And how Pardon works is it's going to do a simple two-person scene for you. And at any point, one of the scene partners can just simply say, pardon? And the person who just spoke has to repeat what they said, but they have to change it to something else. And so if the last thing was, oh, I can't believe you came out, and the person said, pardon, might be, I can't believe you're such a loud, right? So, and it builds and it changes in weird ways. Now, they can really mess with each other, which of course is part of the fun of the game. So to get their scene going, I'm going to give them something to inspire it, and I'm going to look in the stream to see what weirdness you've put in there. Oh, and here's a good one. To inspire your scene, our friend Kara gave us Disco Ball. Have fun.
You do know that that's supposed to be mounted on the ceiling? Hello?
Look, we don't have the supports for the ceiling, but we do got is a lazy Susan and a gal named Susan who will spin it around for us.
Seems like a fairly monotonous job. You get bored. And the thing only weighs 8 pounds. What the heck? How weak is your ceiling?
Pardon?
How lazy are you feeling?
I am feeling nothing but the groove tonight, my friend.
It's those little white pills, isn't it?
I am only high on funk and disco, my man.
Okay. You do know that our landlord is going to be real unhappy if it goes much past 11.
Pardon? Can't hear your music.
You do know that if we go past 11, our landlord is going to send us right to heaven.
I'm already on cloud 9 with a silver lining, headed for the big man upstairs myself, so I'm not worried.
Oh God, this is what happens when scientists cut loose. They should be regulated.
Don't try to take away my right to party.
Pardon?
Don't take away my right to be a smarty. Guh.
No, that's not the issue here. The issue is this is a nice, quiet, lightly zoned urban area, and not everybody is going to appreciate the funk the way you do.
Well, then not everybody is right with themselves and with God.
Let's not make a federal case out of this, or even beyond a federal case. Can we maybe turn the thing down a little bit, and at least, if we can't mount the disc ball on the ceiling, pull down some shades?
How about this? You join in for 30 seconds. I'll set a timer. 30 seconds go by with you funking the whole time, with you discoing the whole time, with you getting down the whole time. I'll turn the music down. And
Pardon?
the shades. I'll set a 30-second timer. I'll bring you to town with a blade.
Whoa. It's a little too serious for me. And by the way, I do not funk.
Pardon?
By the way, you've never seen me act like a skunk.
Pardon?
By the way, I don't even get drunk.
You don't have to get drunk. You just got to get drunk on sound and on feeling and getting down.
All right, I'll try anything once.
Oh, there you go. All right. It's a real quiet party, but it's all right.
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
Pardon?
Pardon. Pardon, monsieur.
Pardon? Here we slow. We slow down. A slower disco song. I guess my Alexa only knows that one song.
Everybody was staying alive. And the city breaking and everybody.
It's not doing it for me. Not doing it for me.
Okay. Well, what do you want to hear?
Silence.
We got the funk.
There we go.
We got the funk. Oh,
Bow.
we
got the funk.
Give us
We
the
got the funk.
Pardon?
Get out the trunk. Grab my swim trunks. Ow, bring me my trunks. Gonna go swimming. Gotta have my trunks. Ow.
Swimming in January. Good idea.
You can't tell by the way I use my trunks. I'm a swimming man. No time for walking.
Pardon?
You can't tell by the way I use my trunk. I'm an elephant man. No time for skunking.
Okay, that works for me. You did say it was okay if I drew the shades a little bit.
Oh yeah, you go ahead. You put them shades down. I'm gonna crank up this ball. Let the whole room spin.
I don't think you're supposed to stand on it.
Pardon?
I don't think you're supposed to rotate till you vomit.
I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm stupendous.
Yeah, one of a kind, that's for sure. Why I ever picked you for a roommate, I'll never know.
Pardon?
And scene.
Woo!
Peace and quiet at last.
He doesn't look well. All right,
Disco
that
till you
is
die.
right. That's Disco till you die, and he looks like he might have. And so that is Pardon. There you have it. So our next game is one we call foreign movie dub. Perhaps you've had this experience where you've seen a movie and they've decided to add English to it, even though that movie wasn't originally recorded in English. The dialogue wasn't in English. And so it never looks quite right. if you look closely at the actors' mouths, and in some cases, particularly when I was a kid, it looked really off, right? You'd be like talking, and then you'd see. And so we're going to do something like that. And this is going to be a game for me and Officer Peggy. We're going to be the actors. We're going to act, but we're not going to talk. And then the dubbers, we're going to tell you what it is we're saying, are going to be Rigamarole and Goat Yoga. And so to get some ideas for this game, I asked you in the chat to give us the titles of movies that should never, ever be made. And all flops, come on screen for a minute. I want to give you a choice in the movie we're going to do for you tonight. And I'll give you some of the fine suggestions we've gotten. Hannah suggests Mr. Crumpets Visits the Pound. That's pretty good. Yep. Let's see. We've got Kelsey gives us Grandma's Last Vat of Sauce. Grandma's Last Vat of Sauce. Leathertown Gaming gave us a couple of clown-related ones. We could have the Clown Who Ate Greg. We could have Clown Town, or Big Top's Clown Town. A little expansion of the Clown Town idea. And then finally, there's also from Hannah, Tricycle Dance 3. And so again, we have Mr. Crumpets Visits the Pound, Tricycle Dance 3, Grandma's Last Vat of Sauce, and Big Top's Clown Town.
The question is whether or not Disney would let us use the rights to Mr. Crumpets.
Okay.
Is that actually a Disney film?
It's Goofy's cousin, Mr. Crumpets.
You say that like you.
Oh,
I still don't
wait.
believe you when you say
He's
it.
saying like it's canon.
Weren't you paying attention? He gave you the whole backstory. So Flop, which one would you like to see?
Tricycle.
Tricycle. Okay. Joe Lobb says tricycle.
I love Crumpus.
Okay. Anybody want to put up a hand for Big Top's Clown Town? Let's start there. No hands. Okay. All right. Sorry, Leathertown. We put it up there. Okay. Does anyone want to put up a hand for Grandma's Last Vat of Sauce?
Sounds great.
I go with some sauce.
Okay. So Dr. Brain. Yeah. No. It's like there's not a bad one in the thing. How about hands for Mr. Crumpets Visits the Pound? Okay. And finally, so we've got one, and the last one is Tricycle Dance 3. Yeah, I'm kind of on board for
Are you
okay.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, what you don't realize is Mr. Crumpets is in Tricycle Dance 3.
I was gonna say, just because we're choosing Tricycle Dance 3 doesn't mean elements of these other fine suggestions could not be incorporated. And Goat Yoga, I might mention to you, you are one of our dubbers tonight.
Make it up.
Yeah, you take it anywhere you want. All right, so everybody off the screen, I suppose, but me and Officer Peggy. And when we start acting, you start dubbing.
Do you want to do something? Do you want to,
Look over here! Oh no, Mr. Crumpets!
Oh, my name is Mr. Crumpets. Ah, what is that? Oh, what are you doing? I don't know what you are doing.
I'm
I'm
getting
so
angry at
frustrated.
you, Mr. Crumpets, for you were doing your dance wrong.
Oh, angry at me! Angry at me! What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I am Mr. Crumpus! You are a troublemaker, and I don't like you!
Oh, you don't like me? Did you see the way I spun just a moment ago, Mr. Crumpets? I'm in charge of the tricycle dance.
Meh. All I have to say is wah! And meh!
I don't understand you, Mr. Crumpets, but I'm going to take my jacket off and sit down quite fiercely at you.
I am very angry.
You're gonna lick my tricycle boots, and I'm gonna kick the camera.
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
Crumpets.
yeah, okay, sure.
I can't believe you did it. I'm gonna take your tongue out now, Mr. Crumpets.
That's because I'm a sick bastard.
I need to bite down on this arrow and whack you with it.
I'm driving over to you in my motorized scuba diving boat, and we are going to tussle. Okay? I am angry. My tongue tastes like a mixture of asphalt and salt from the winter, and we are going to tussle.
Oh, you want to tussle with me? Who's been on this
Yeah.
tricycle the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock you
Yeah, that's
over
right.
with my tricycle.
Oh,
We're
yeah?
supposed to be dancing.
Well, come at me, because I am ready. I went to the pound. I'm Mr. Crumpus, and I went to the pound. I will take your chair and I will throw it off in the submarine, and then you'll have to sit on the ground.
All I'm trying to do is show you my chair. All I'm trying to do is show you how to tricycle, and you hurt me something fierce.
Oh no!
You cut me
okay,
deep, Mr. Crumpus.
Whoa! That was my bad. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Now can I show you the tricycle submarine dance?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Round of applause.
Okay. Watch carefully.
Yeah, I'm watching. Oh my God. That is magnificent.
Oh, thank you.
Magnificent. I thought you were trying to be incendiary, but no.
No,
this is 10 out of 10.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Crumpus. Thank you. Mr. Crumpus, I'm starting to feel for you.
Oh. Wow, for me. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Yes, throw that arrow into my heart.
I pierce you with Cupid's arrow.
Oh!
And now we may do
I feel it.
Our tricycle dance together.
Woo! Yes, let's do it. I'm Mr. Crumpus, and I'm doing the tricycle dance. Oh, wah, 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 wah. I'm having
Slow
some...
fade out to scene.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Brainpee. Are you okay, Officer Peggy?
Yeah.
I would have called earlier. It was too funny.
So I hope you all enjoyed that wonderful scene from the next hit movie, Tricycle Dance 3. In theaters, who knows?
It's beautiful.
Nice job, Flops. That was fun. So it is time now for a game I typically like to do. I may not enjoy it as much tonight. This game is called That Hulk They Call 15. And how the game works is one flop is going to show you something random. It's usually me, like I might show the orb of corruption, and I might say to the flops, okay, name 15 things that are heavier than the orb of corruption. And I time the first flop, and that becomes the mark. And then everybody else has to try and name 15 things faster than whatever the mark time is. And I was very pleased with myself for doing that. And then Riggy said in rehearsal this week, Fraiche, I think you should have to name things. Well, I didn't like his insolence just one bit, I didn't. But I'm a fair guy. And so I said, okay, Riggy, fine. You can host it, and I'll play.
Ooh,
and so Riggy's got the timer. So Riggy's going to host this, and Riggy gets to pick whatever the object and whatever the 15 things we have to do are. Okay? So this is that flop that Hulk they call 15. That flop they call 15.
The flop they call 15. All right. I want you guys starting with Joe Lobb. Starting with Joe Lobb. I want you to name 15 things less useful than a smartphone.
A bolt of cloth, a thumbtack, a pin, a pair of scissors, an icy floor, a drink with a fly in it, milk with specks in it, an elephant with no trunk, a car with brake and clutch pedal switched, a skateboard with one wheel missing, a vaccine that's actually a saline solution, a seat for Taiwan as a country in the United Nations, a flag with no design, a bullet with the cartridge facing the wrong way, an arrow without a bow, a violin with one string.
I need one more because a flag without a white flag is still valuable. There's no design, so one more.
A hamburger without the secret sauce.
Okay. Although I like my hamburgers with not secret sauce. I like it with avocado, but that's okay. I'll give it to you. So, time to beat. 1 minute 10. Who wants to try to take on Joe Lobb's time? Oh, Goat Yoga looks like they're
looking like Goat Yoga wants it.
All right.
How to play this game? I've never done it before.
Plays
For
almost in
context.
30 seconds.
For context, that's what Goat Yoga did when we rehearsed this game at some point. Oh, I've never played it before. That she crushed everyone's time. So, all right. When you're ready, 15 things less useful than a smartphone. Let's see if you could be as diverse as Joe Lobb was. Ready? When you are.
A moldy jar, rotten sauerkraut, a dumpster fire, crocheted cereal, a box of tacks, a moldy tablecloth, yarn in the color puce, a dead fern.
That's useful. That's useful. It's nourishing to the soil.
A possum with extra toe.
What? That's so useful. That's so useful.
A crawfish stuck in a Coke can.
Okay, I'll count that one.
A toaster strudel with no filling.
Okay.
I'm just losing it, guys. I don't know what's happening.
10
Reason
seconds.
what's happening.
A grub. I don't even know. Chalk. The color orange.
Time. Color orange. Color orange is so useful. All
But
right.
you gotta get orange, huh?
Yeah, what you gotta get orange. All right.
It's
So
happening to me.
13. You got 13. Didn't quite beat Joe Lobb's time. Who's the next victim here? All right. Creme Fraiche is over there. But let's go, Creme Fraiche. I'm ready when you are. 15 things less useful than a smartphone.
Okay, are you ready? Belly lint, Pabst Blue Ribbon, a splinter, toe jam, detox foot pads, Florida, Rick DeSantis, COVID, silly string, used condoms, broken Christmas lights, hemorrhoids, dried out mayo, my future, and Donald Trump.
Wow.
All right. 2373.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to raise an objection.
Please,
You questioned Lauren's possum, and you didn't question any of John's.
What was it about John's that you didn't you questioned that you thought wasn't valid?
I would say his future.
Okay.
Okay, would you accept my past or Canada?
No more countries.
I love Canada.
No more countries, but let's you want to go with your past?
Yeah, I'll go with my past.
Okay, we'll go with your past. So I kept the clock running when the objection hit, after the objection hit, so we're trying to hit 35.9, okay? That's what we're trying to hit. I got two flops left. What do we got? You guys are being so diverse with this one. I haven't said to set arbitrary rules yet.
All right, I'm going. I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, on your mark, when you're ready.
A screen door on a submarine, peeing in one hand, wishing in the other. a game that you lost all the rules and all the pieces. A pen with no ink in it. U.S. history class. I don't know, tables with a bunch of stuff on it. That song "Ironic" by whoever did that song. Song's useless. Let's see here. A Christmas tree that's cut down and doesn't have any lights on. It's like laying really sad, like in the snow. That's
nourishing to the
great.
soil. It's nourishing to the soil.
Oh, you're right. Books in that can't open. I don't know. I'm just getting this over with. The tissue box that is burning to the ground. I mean, I guess that's warmth. Never mind. Bottle caps. There's nothing. Oh man, everything outside is so useful. How cold it is right now. That's pretty useless. I hate it.
All right, I'm gonna call it for you, my friend. I'm gonna call it.
I was gonna say we went way past time.
Well, yeah, I know, but you were squirming really hard, and I wanted to watch. 113.14. We got one more to go.
Nice.
You ready?
All right. I
On your
will
mark.
need a cup with a hole in it, a video game controller that's broken, a touch screen that is entirely cracked, a plug that no longer has electric
No
current.
more electronics.
Okay, fine. A single Lego, a puzzle with 5 missing pieces, colored pencils that are all blunt, a marker that is no longer wet but dry. We have a fishing line that is cut in half. We have a fish with no meat. We have a pan with no lid. We have a sweater that's just one long thread. We have an ice cream container that's empty and a plate that's shattered.
Oh, you were so close. You worked so hard. If only you had a couple more objections to Creme Fraiche, for Creme Fraiche is the winner this week.
No!
Wow. I can't even be mad. That was poetry.
Well, I have to confess something in the interest of full disclosure.
Cheater!
So when Rigamarole plays this game, he will often write down his answers, particularly if he's last. And so I took a page from the Book of Riggy, and while other people were going, I sat down and wrote down.
Oh, okay. So
these things.
I'm maintaining control, everyone. I'm maintaining control. Don't worry. I have not handed hosting duties back over to Creme Fraiche yet.
Yeah.
In light of that, I would like to remove his crown, and I will be taking his crown, and I will be giving it to Goat Yoga because she could not keep it together the entirety of it. Goat Yoga wins.
What? This is rigged. This is rigged.
Well, he is
Part of Ricky, don't you get?
And Officer Peggy, I was coming clean because I felt that your effort was so noble. You actually deserve the crown.
Oh, okay.
Well, I agree.
All right, you could
assuming
take,
you didn't do the same thing I did.
Moral victory,
No.
Officer Peggy. Moral victory.
I'll share it with Goat Yoga. I'll share it with
I am not worthy of the crown, but I had to see if I could beat Riggy at his own game. And I did. Nice job, everybody.
Hosting duties returned.
Thank you, sir. All right. So most of you know we tend to do a 2-set show. So we're going to do one more game in this set. Then we'll take a short 5-minute potty break, water break, etc. That's all the detail you need, really. And then we'll come back with even more games. So the last game we're going to play in set 1 is called 3-Character Panel. And so 3 of our flops, and they will be Officer Peggy, Joe Lobb, and Dr. Brainpee, conveniently located on our screen, are going to do character portrayals for you. And in those portrayals, if you have a question for any of the characters, you can put it in the chat and I will ask it. And I'll give them a couple of questions to get them started and have them introduce themselves. But to inform their scene, as it were, since Leathertown gave us so many clown-related topics for our movie, the theme of this is, in fact, clowns. It doesn't specifically have to be about clowns, but to inspire your characters, it's clowns. And so let's get our three flops on the screen. Joe Lobb, we need you back. There he is. And so I'd like to welcome our panelists tonight. Very thrilled to have you here to talk about your lives, your experience with our topic. And I guess I'd like to start by having, well, you introduce yourselves. And so let's start with you, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Well, I run a gas station, and I'm dressed up as a clown because that's my gimmick. And that's what I do for a living. I just dress up as a clown and I sell you convenient snacks. It's also 60 miles in either direction, so buy it while you can.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And how about you? Could you introduce yourself to us, please, also?
Hi, my name is Nina, and I have a lot of experience with clowns. I'm one of 12, and everyone in my family is a clown, but I was not given the clown patterns or skills. I'm very clumsy, which you would think would be clown-like, but it's in the most unfunny way possible. And so I'm here to share about my experiences living with clowns, a family of clowns, what the car is like, what the house is like, but I don't have the insider knowledge. I have sort of the external, perspective.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. I think our audience is going to find that super informative. So thank you and welcome, Nina. And you, sir, would you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I am Billy Joe Bob Billy, and I am president of the American Association for Friendship with Raccoons. And it may seem a stretch to go from clowns to raccoons, but if you see the rabid ones walking around in the daytime, that'd be pretty funny.
Okay.
They get a bum rap, they really do.
Okay. Well, thank you for advocating for them. We appreciate it. I mean, we do certainly try and do public service, and we appreciate you mentioning that. Are you ready to take some questions from our audience? Okay, wonderful. And really anybody can answer these questions. So the first one is, quite honestly, it's from our friend Dylan, and it's certainly something I've wondered about too. And that is simply, how many clowns does it take to change a light bulb? If you have any experience with that. If you don't, that's okay, of course, but I feel like you might have some insight.
I could tell you.
Yeah.
Literally, none of them can change a light bulb. We have so many different colored lights in the house, and no one who has to go change the light bulb. Nina, come help support us. Change the light bulb. So you know who has to do it? The non-clowns. The non-clowns change the light bulb. It would take infinite clowns to try to figure out how to change a light bulb without breaking it, without falling, without making a joke, and without laughing. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that feels like a lot. Anybody else want to add to that or have a different experience?
Well, yeah, I've never seen a raccoon clown change a light bulb, but I will tell you that about 6 or 7 years ago, on a hot summer night, about 6 of them rotated my tires. Did a pretty good job too, and not too long. They were moved quick. They were coordinated. And I was laughing my guts out and happy to avoid having to pay some mechanic to do that for me.
Nice. We have a question.
I was gonna say, hold on, wait.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
please.
know personally, because I don't let any of the clowns that I hire near electricity because I don't trust them.
That's a little clownist. Clowns are people too,
Not
Not the
always,
ones I-
but the raccoons.
He's right. They don't take pay.
How would I survive without pay? How would my family be here without pay?
No, are your family raccoons?
Maybe, according to you.
I can sell that at my gas station. We can be a local tourist attraction. Okay, hold on. We got more questions from the audience.
Well, we have tons of questions now. They're coming in fast and furious. So I don't know if this question's clownist or not, but the question from Leathertown Gaming is, how do they get clown stains out of the carpet?
My friend, that is a difficult question, and that is the question of the hour. Because I got a lot of clowns around here, raccoon clowns, regular clowns, and you know who makes a big old mess? Clowns. Makeup, raccoon, whatever they put out, I don't know. But that's a big old question. But whatever it is, you can buy it at my store.
Okay.
Come just off Highway 13.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, as far as my raccoon clowns go, they perform nude. They don't no cloth stains with them. They're surprisingly tidy. You wouldn't believe how they're done, and then they splash their little hands always. If I had $1 for every time I saw that, I could retire.
Mm. Yeah.
I don't know about raccoons. I don't have raccoons in my house. Unlike what some people believe that I am part raccoon. But you know, what usually works really well, and again, I know because who has to go clean up all of their messes? Nina does. It's always just a splash of vinegar, some baking soda, and your tears. Your tears are essential to really get that makeup out, and I refuse to enter certain rooms in the house, and those are full of makeup stains that I cannot even, the thought of it makes me ill.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's change our topic then to something a little lighter. What are your thoughts on the best ways for a clown to unwind at the end of a long day? This comes from Hannah.
Well, I've noticed that my guys and gals usually like to go out and bite someone else and give them rabies.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, they're kind of calm and mellowed out. But of course, the one who's getting the rabies is a little freaked out at first, but they get used to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I suggest, bite or infect someone.
Okay.
My suggestion,
yeah,
you get in your car, you go off Route 60, right? You take it to exit 24, you get on Route 13, you go about 60 miles out of nowhere, and you come down to the middle of my clown-themed gas station and Raccoon Clown Museum. And you should come check it out, because it's pretty cool, and we got all the stuff you need down there.
Okay. Don't quite know what to do with that, but
it's why am I on this panel? So again, y'all know nothing about clowns' real experiences and lives. There's usually some pin the tail on the bozo. There's some of the classics, a good piñata with surprises that come out. They like to be surprised, which is really hard to do since clowns know they're always thinking, always on their feet. And a good old game of bowling. Sometimes you roll your brothers and sisters down and see what face they make when they hit the pins. It's part of the whole experience. I've never been rolled down, unfortunately, but yeah, but I have fun rolling my mom and pop down that lane down at Lucky Strike. So
yeah, it does. I have to admit that does sound fun.
It does.
I'm sorry they exclude you. You might have some insight on this one, Nina. This comes from Dylan. Could clowns be part of the Bad Girls Club?
There is a cult following. People don't know this, but there is a clown TV channel that is exclusively clown performers performing various sort of parodies or replications of popular TV shows. So there's a Clown Survivor, which is mostly for the water acrobatic type. We have the Bad Girls Club is actually known as the Bad Bozos Club. And you see lots of clowns fighting. You see wigs being torn. You see the scary clown, the transformation from a happy clown to the scary clowns that are in the haunted houses. You see that night and day. You think they're cute. Next thing you know, they're ripping each other apart. It is bonkers. So, log in. I believe it's channel on your cable subscription. That number is, it's a special button on our TV. I don't know I can look it up for anyone who's interested in the Bad Bozos Club.
I appreciate that.
It's a good one.
Wait, hold on. I just had one follow-up question to the question. I just want to know what channel Clown Survivor's on.
It's on the channel.
Mm.
All right.
Cool.
I think I can set the dial on that one.
I think it's Sundays at 2 p.m. Because clowns got to get their sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
And I believe you can stream that now, and they have on demand, which is terrific. So it looks like we have time for one more question, and this is from Hannah, and I really appreciate the heart behind this question. And Hannah's question is, how can we best support clowns who have lost their jokes?
Well, you could try leaving the lid off your trash bin. That's always pleases my guys. Even though they almost exclusively do physical comedy, they don't really have jokes to speak of. But it'd be a real nice gesture.
Okay. Yeah, just give them sort of props to work with.
Yeah, and dinner and breakfast.
Sure. Right. Feed a clown in need, even a raccoon clown in need. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Any other insights into, the sad, really almost epidemic of clowns that have lost their jokes? It's tragic, really. I mean, you see the late night TV infomercials about it, Sarah McLachlan singing, The Arms of a Stranger and all of that. It really gets at the heart, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nina, are you okay?
This just really hits home for me
as
someone that doesn't have joke powers. And my Uncle Lester, he had jokeitis. He lost his jokes, and it was the saddest. He went from being in Technicolor to he's in black and white. And he doesn't laugh.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, gosh.
And we had to put him in a home. And just for all of the old the joke list clowns, and it's scary. It's a sad place. It's really important that you make them feel like they're loved, and don't judge them for the bad jokes that aren't jokes. It's not their fault that they lost their humor. It's a debilitating. I'm sorry.
Oh God. I said I wasn't going to cry on air, but that one really got to me. I'm so sorry about your uncle. Well, we don't like to end on down notes, but this is real life, people, right? This is real life, and we have to be able to talk about these problems, and these challenges that real humans, be they non-clown or clown, face, right? And that's really what we're about here on Flops TV. So I want to thank our three panelists for being part of this tonight, for being real, for sharing your authentic selves. And I want to thank our audience for their excellent questions as well.
Thank you for raising clown awareness.
Peace.
Thank you for coming to my gas station.
And scene. Officer Peggy crushing it here. I have to give you props. All right, so that is the end of our first set. We are going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to come back and hit you with a very, very funny second set. Well, we think so. We know what we're going to play. We'll make it up, and we'll see if it's funny. Stay tuned.
Jokes.
Be right back.
Not funny, Reggie. Uncle Lester would be sad.
All right, welcome back to the second set. Thanks for everybody who came out and watched our first set. We had a good time. Hope you did as well. I figure if we're having fun, you probably are too. It's silly, but it's what we do. So I want to first give a thank you to everybody who has contributed to our fundraiser on behalf of the SPCA of Tompkins County. I've set a lofty goal of $500, and maybe we'll make it, maybe we won't, but I will say, so far we've raised $235, which is amazing, and every bit helps. So if you have the ability to contribute a little, and no amount is too small, feel free to do that. We'd appreciate it. Tell your friends. If you have friends who love the animals like we do, let's help them out if we can. All right, so there's my shameless plug. And of course, the link to the donations is right below me. All right.
And in the description, too.
And in the description, too, so the loudest man ever. So
My
let's welcome
apologies.
all the flops back on the stage. And we're going to play a game called World's Worst. And I prompted you prior to the break on this one. This is where we're going to portray people who are absolutely the worst at their chosen occupation. Right? And so this is what we call a clap-in game. Someone has an idea, they clap in, and we can recognize them and they do it. So let's see what suggestions we have from you. Okay. Got one from Dylan. Let's do the world's worst plumber. World's worst plumber. World's worst plumber. I should probably tell you before I get started, I am really afraid of the water. Dr. Brainpee.
You see, the trick is I use magic.
Joe Lobb.
I can never remember. Is it lefty loosey, righty tighty, or the no? Well, I've got a 50% chance.
Officer Peggy.
All right, let's get started. Let me get my tools. Where? I have no tools. Can I borrow some of yours? Do you have a toothpick or something?
Rigamarole.
Yeah, no worries about it. I got it all fixed up. Tested it out for you. You're going to need more toilet paper.
Joe Lobb.
Yeah, I can't reach back here. Could you take a little bit dab of that putty and just put it, right? Yeah, that's the sweet spot.
Goat Yoga.
Yeah, so the bottom of your S bend has definitely got a leak. And it's an internal leak, so I think it needs to be plugged internally. So what I'm going to suggest you to do you have any menstruating females in your house? Have them sync up and just tell them to put the tampons down the toilet. That'll do the trick.
Okay, I'm gonna leave plumber on that one because where do you go from there? Let's do world's worst mattress salesperson. World's worst mattress salesperson. Dr. Brainpee.
It's all right.
Who's ready for the worst sleep of their lives? Riggy.
Let me tell you right now, the future's in futons.
Officer Peggy.
You see this model right here, it is the best one we got. You want to try it with me right now on the spot?
Riggy.
I like to let people try the mattresses the way they would try them at home. So why don't you and I take our clothes off and go to bed?
Sounds like you're a salesperson, my salesperson.
We've got to get these.
You said they work in the same location.
No, I am a sleep number associate. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, mine's just springs.
Joe Lobb, you're looking like you're ready to go.
This mattress is so comfortable, you will fall right asleep and you will never wake up.
Ricky.
This here's the same model that Abraham Lincoln used to sleep on.
So, what's your sleep number? Go yoga.
So you know that story with the princess and the pea under the mattresses and she feels it? Well, lucky for you, you ain't no princess because there's about 2,500 springs in here and most bozos don't feel a thing.
So you know that story about the princess and the pea? Funny thing about that story, most people assume it's the vegetable of pea, but it's not the vegetable. Riggy.
Good morning, sweetheart. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that after you bought the mattress and brought it home and tried it out that it was still working out for you. Yeah, no, you still got 10 minutes left on your alarm. I checked. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to get up. Go back to sleep. We'll talk about it later. You want coffee? I can make you coffee. Tea? Yeah, tea. You're a tea person, aren't you? Okay. Let me tuck you in. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to stop that.
Are you sure? I'll keep going.
Oh my God, my poor teacup is schemed out.
New occupation. I'm going to go with world's worst Hallmark greeting card writer. World's worst greeting card writer. Sympathy card department. Sorry your dog died. Officer Peggy.
My dearest love, happy anniversary. Opens card. I want a divorce.
Dr. Brainpee.
Thinking of you. Wish you didn't suck.
Joe Lobb.
Well, actually, my best period was from 27 to 2013. And you can see here samples of my work. I do notice a decline. Could have had something to do with the crack addiction.
Riggy.
Front. You make me feel so special. Open. Almost as if I don't have to watch you through the window where you work.
Front. Thinking of you. Inside. God, wish I'd developed dementia. Okay, let's pick a new occupation. Last one, and I'm going to just go with what we did in the last game of the first set. Let's go with clowns. World's worst clown. That's what we call a callback. World's worst clown. Riggy.
We all float down here.
I got it. Officer Peggy.
My name's Lester, and I have lost all my jokes.
No! Lester.
Yes. Joe Lobb, sorry.
Gosh, the light is so bright. I died in the daytime.
Are you a raccoon?
Yes. How did you know?
There you go. Dr. Brainpee.
What? No, I'm not one of them murder clowns. Dude, not one of those.
Riggy.
Your kid's a penis.
Goat yoga.
Yeah, shake my hand. I got the fancy buzzer on it. But it's actually a taser.
World's worst clown. Hello, I'm Donald Trump. Riggy.
I'll make one up.
Oh, I thought your hand was up.
It was, but I forgot. Shake my hand. Why is it wet?
Dr. Brainpee, bring us home, or Joe Lobb. Brainpee
Come on
with
down
Lobb.
to my clown-themed gas station and raccoon clown museum. It's 60 miles off of Highway 13. You'll have a great time and buy some stuff.
You know, there was a time, and I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you this, but there was a time when my blow-up balloon animals tied me in knots.
And scene. It's a penis.
That's a snake.
That's a snake. Nice. Nice. That's world's worst. So now we're going to play a game called Actor's Nightmare. This is a game for Dr. Brainpee and Joe Lobb. And how this game works is these two fine flops are going to do a scene for you. And they're actors doing a scene. And one has the script and oops, one forgot their script. And they're kind of going to have to make it up as they go along. And so for this, I'm going to give you a suggestion from our audience of sort of the relationship to inspire the scene, and you'll figure out how to work the play in. The relationship is grocery store employee and dumpster diver. Okay.
And I need a page number.
I'm going to give you a page number.
Okay.
What are my range of choices again?
3 to 60.
3 to 60. I am going to choose 31.
31 it is.
31. Let's see that scene.
Hey, what are you doing out here?
Looking for my page number. Okay. Vulnerable part body of the night. Why are you looking at me like that?
Wait, I work here. What did you just say? What?
You dare to lay your filthy hands on a member of the nobility?
Whoa, I wasn't touching nobody. I mean, you were kind of slimy. I don't know if I could grab you anyway. You're kind of greasy.
Down on your knees. Now crawl like the dog you are.
Look, I crawl for nobody unless I drop a Cheeto under the fridge. That's still good. But other than that,
Crawl.
nobody.
I'll teach you your place. I'll teach you to aspire among your betters.
Whoa, there are no betters than me than my manager and the raccoons that live out here. Because I have tried to get them off before and I have not won.
He's crawling.
Yeah, no, he crawls really, really fast.
Be patient.
No, run fast. Don't be patient with them. They just go. If you see the raccoons, run. Run for your life.
First, I have to humiliate him to the point where, goaded beyond endurance, he tears the whip from my hands, rips off my clothing, picks me up bodily, and flings me onto the bed.
You know, I think that might be illegal in this state, bud.
On your knees. I wish
Again,
you really would.
you are not a Cheeto under the fridge, but I think you should watch out for those raccoons.
Well, we've been running it your way. Now I want to put in my 2 cents worth.
I mean, 2 cents is 2 cents is whatever you want. I mean, I had to bribe them with usually like deli meats, but I mean, maybe they'll take money. I didn't try.
I want you to stop.
I'm stopped. Don't call the raccoons on me. Please don't. No, not again.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. That was my butt, though.
Didn't sound like a dog. It didn't sound next door. Sounded
Yeah, it's more like a frog sound.
Christ,
I got
lady.
picked on in school about it. I know. It's okay.
Christ, lady, don't do that. All right, folks, don't get excited. I've got a gun.
The raccoons have guns too. We're gonna have a war back here again. Oh God, I can't do it.
You've got to stop doing that, lady. I'm a very nervous individual. No loud noises, no sudden movements, hands out of pockets.
War between the raccoons again. I can't have it in my store.
But you.
Oh, don't say I'm gone. I'm not gonna be caught in the crossfire again. That's how I left lost my one pinky toe, and now I can only hang 9 instead of hanging 10 when I go surfing. I'm not getting shot by the raccoons again.
Over
I'm
there
not
with,
doing it.
over there with the others, Romeo. Did I mention to have a gum?
There's others. There's more. Oh no. All right, everybody. I'm gonna call animal control. Well, no, I know they're not gonna come because you guys scared them up. I'm just closing the door.
He's taken all your fur coats.
Is that raccoon code? Am I sleeping with the fishes or something like that? Like when they sent Luca Brasi like the fish thing in The Godfather? Is that the same thing? Is that the same thing but with the raccoon mafia? Is there a raccoon mafia?
I hope they're really worth something, lady. Because if you think it's any fun being cooped up in that closet.
Oh, it's not fun. The raccoon closet's not fun for them to throw you into. I don't want to be there. I don't.
Long enough. You people are a real bunch of weirdos, you know that? And me, they lock up.
And
Okay.
scene. And scene.
That was so funny.
And you are a bunch of weirdos, which is why I like hanging out with you. All right, that is Actor's Nightmare. And thank you to Dr. Brainpee and Joe Lobb for that. All right, our next game is an exciting one. This doesn't happen at every show, but every now and again, we have the amazing three-headed oracle here at a Comedy Flops show. And the oracle is all-knowing. The oracle can answer any question you might have, matters of love, matters of career, odd trivia type questions that you want to amaze and impress your friends with. Ask any of these types of things to the oracle, and the oracle shall deliver its wisdom unto you. So I asked you to put some questions in the chat, and you can continue to do so. But I'm going to get started with some of them that we have already. Okay. So, Oracle, the first question we have is from Dylan. How do you properly fold a fitted sheet?
One.
Must.
Sorry. Always.
Start.
With.
The
Seam.
And.
caress.
The
Base.
Elastic.
so
Then.
It.
will
Be.
Compliant.
I
Have.
Spoken.
Okay, well, I hope that helped. I mean, I struggle all the time with the fitted sheet. I feel like I have better insight now. Thank you, Oracle. But Oracle, our audience has more questions, so let's see. This one I feel like is kind of a philosophical question. Dylan would like to know, Oracle, would you rather eat a single cockroach or have 5 live cockroaches in your mouth?
I.
Would.
rather
Eat.
One.
dead
Cockroach.
Deep fried.
with
Plantains.
Then.
I
Would.
Eat.
all
5.
Sickos.
who
Dare.
2.
Consume.
Anything.
Alive.
And
Furthermore.
I
Hungry.
4.
cockroaches.
I
Love.
Death.
and
Suffering.
I
have
Eaten.
sickos.
4
Breakfast.
I
have
Spoken.
Well, Oracle, I feel like you took that to a really, really dark place, and I promise not to be a sicko. That's all I'll say. My gosh. Okay. Well, we have more questions. Let's go with a little lighter question for the Oracle. Oracle, Dylan would like to know: are dogs better than cats? And since this is a show in support of the SPCA, I think people are wondering: are dogs better than cats?
Clearly.
bunnies.
are
Equivalent.
2
pigeons.
Taxidermy.
However,
I
Favor.
dogs.
and
Rabbit.
Taxidermy.
2
I
Balls.
What?
with
You.
I
crave.
in
Formaldehyde.
I
have
Spoken.
Oracle, I'm kind of wondering if you smoked something before you got here. Well, let's see what else the Oracle has to say. Oh, Hannah has a question. Oh, Hannah has a question about me. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Hannah wants to know if I'm a member of the Secret Service.
Creme.
Fraiche.
Is
Always.
Private.
regarding
His.
Endeavors.
with
Foreign.
Powers.
therefore
I
Cannot.
Anne.
Huh?
Anne. A-N. Therefore, I am not Anne.
Alien.
Or
Secret Service.
Tattler.
please.
Stop.
Asking.
Or
Making.
Sicko.
angry.
Did you say make sicko angry?
Angry.
God damn it.
I.
Don't.
Enjoy.
Being.
Eaten.
Alive.
I.
Have.
Spoken.
Well, I can't say whether I am or am not in the Secret Service. I will say we're going to need to bring the Oracle back to the firm for a little tune-up, however. Tune-ups usually take 3 bullets. And that's the Oracle! All right. Oh, there was a great question. We'll save it for another game, but just one of the questions we didn't get to was, what body part do you wish you had multiple of? Let that percolate. All right. We are going to do a little game now called Bing. This is a 2-person scene, and it's going to be between Rigamarole and Officer Peggy, if they can stop laughing. I don't think they can, actually. I'm betting against them. And they're going to just do a normal scene. I'll give them something to inspire it. And at any point that I want to mess with them, I'll ring the bell. Can you hear the bell? All right. And when they hear the bell, whoever said the last thing has to say something else. And usually it will be weirder. Okay, so that's Bing. And let me look and find something in our chat that will inform their scene. Let's do a relationship. Okay. The relationship between you is grandma and the grandson's girlfriend. Grandma and the grandson's girlfriend, and you decide who's who. Let's see that scene.
Come on in here, dearie, and help me with some things.
Of course, Gladys, of course. Are you going to be okay? You're a little unstable there.
Yes, just close the door behind you and please call me Grandma.
Okay, Grandma. So what did you want to talk to me about?
Now listen here, you little strumpet. I'm not some old frail lady you're talking to.
I know. Did you just call me a strumpet? Did you just call me a slut?
Am I the old one with the need for hearing aids, or are you? I never called you. Am I the old one in need of bionic ears, or are you? Am I the one here in need of 7 robotic parts in order to function properly, or are you?
I mean, you might need that many. I can hear you just fine. I just have a little tinnitus from the concert from last week. But did you what is wrong with me and Nelson?
Nothing's wrong with you and Nelson. Nelson's a fine young man, but you, on the other hand, keep treating me like I'm an old person who wasn't recreated from the ground up like RoboCop.
You're 120. What do you expect? I've never met somebody that old before.
Oh, I'm 120 all right, but most of these pieces of machinery are only 15 to 20 years old, younger than you are, strumpet.
Younger than I am? What, are you threatening me? Do you want to throw down, old lady? Are you egging me on? Do you want to go have some egg salad, maybe? Are you threatening me? Do you want to go down to the barge and throw me off into the lake?
Oh, no. That's far too public, dearie. And unfortunately, my young grandson's last 3 girlfriends met similar ends, and they're gonna start suspecting.
So you are behind the mysterious Alyssa, Priscilla, and Eliza's fiasco. So it was you that was responsible for Elise, Stanis, and Priyanka and their mysterious deaths in the last 2 months. You're the mass murderer off of the podcast I listen to.
Maybe, dearie, but no one's going to believe you. Maybe, dearie, but maybe I wrote that podcast too to bring prestige to my situation.
Maybe you did. Maybe I, in fact, am not your grandson's girlfriend, but instead, an undercover agent getting you to confess to all of those murders. Say it to the mic, Granny. Say it to the mic. I am, in fact, part of the Secret Service, and we've been following you for years. And you're on thin ice, lady. You're on thin ice. And I am an alien from outer space who has been amazed by your work, and we want to invite you for a TED Talk.
Well then, I'll ask you one question. Strumpet alien, did you have any of the egg salad?
Well, no. I cannot consume edible food.
You did not.
It
Well,
goes into my my pocket. I have a little. You see this? This opens up. It's right there. Do you want some? Did you want some?
That's gross.
You're telling me.
That's utterly disgusting. You have made me vomit in my mouth. You have made me vomit out of my mouth and soil myself at the same time.
Is that a normal interaction for humans?
At
We're
my
really
age,
taking
honey.
notes. Is that an unusual obtrusion? Do you need me to empty your bucket? Let me just get into your torso area. I can get that right out. Right out.
Honestly, I think I need you to leave. The closer you get, the more grossed out I am.
Well, see, the problem here is I'm not leaving without you, honey. You're coming with me, whether you like it or not. Well, you see, that's trouble for you, honey. Did you eat the egg salad? Because you might be dead in a minute or not.
Please. Eggs make me feel old.
And shit yourself?
Sometimes.
And
Many times. All the time.
yeah, that's what I thought. And are you not shitting yourself as we speak?
At my age, honey, it's hard to tell whether or not it's going in or out.
Nice job.
So good.
You too, Strumpet.
Gladys?
There's a golden oldie. All right. Let's get all the flops on the scene. We're going to go to our final game of the night. We're going to do last flop standing. And this is an all-play game. Everybody gets to be in it. And how this game works is everyone, right? It's inclusive. So we're going to get a topic from you, the audience, and we're going to debate it. And how it works, I'm going to set a timer here on my phone, which is useful, more useful than Bellyland, by the way. We're going to get.
Oh, it tastes pretty good.
Depends on the belly lint, whose belly lint it is. I know.
It's a
You
fine
have
vintage.
to
You got to
know
know what
it.
cotton blend you got going in there.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I agree. So I've got a stopwatch, and I'm going to set a 4-minute timer. And at the end of the show, I will invite all the flops to get any animals they'd like to bring on the screen. I was thinking that too. So yes. But first, we're going to play a game, and the game's called Last Flop Standing. And I'm going to get a suggestion. We're going to debate it. Wait, I feel like I said this already. Okay. So one flop will start at any point. Another flop can clap. They'll wait for me to recognize them. They'll briefly say what their objection is, and I will rule on it, either in their favor or against. If I rule in their favor, they get to take over the talk. If I rule against, the other flop continues. At the end of 4 minutes, whoever's talking is the winner. And that's how you, whoa, I'm getting seasick. Good yoga's moving. Whoa. That's fine. Okay, so let's see what suggestions we have from the flops audience. Okay, I like, there are many good ones, but I'm going to pick one by Kara. And Kara wants to know, why do hot dogs taste better at a baseball game? First flop to start talking, I'll start the timer.
Well, that's real easy. Because everything tastes better when you pay like $6 for it, or inversely, $1 for it. Because, you know, it's either you're there at a regular baseball game and yeah, you're paying outrageous prices for the hot dogs, or you're there on dollar dog, dollar beer day, where you're trying to get 9 dogs and 9 beers in 9 innings. The problem is they stop serving at the 7th inning. So there's 2 innings. You got to have 2 dogs, 2 beers. And that's when the dogs taste real good, because you got to get them right down in there, you know, because you got to win.
Oh, yoga.
You know, hot dogs taste best at the SPCA when they're given to wiener dogs.
That's true. Go.
Yeah. So when we picked up Mopsy from the SPCA, true story, we went to go visit her, and a kind lady had just taken her in from a little walk, and Mopsy was staring at her expectantly. All of a sudden, the lady pulls out of her knapsack a hot dog. Covertly, and Mopsy just went crazy. She loves her hot dogs. She is a hot dog. She's got stubby paws. She loves actual hot dogs. Not like she's not an actual hot dog, but
Rigamarole.
If Mopsy was a hot dog and she hasn't been cooked by now, she's expired and it's time to throw her out.
You sick
No, she may be expired, but we should definitely not throw her out. Officer Peggy, you have an objection.
Has Mopsy ever been to a baseball game? And has Mopsy ever eaten a hot dog at the baseball game? Because everything is about that hot dogs taste better at the baseball game, not the SPCA.
You're right. We love Mopsy, but I agree, Goat Yoga may be a bit off topic. Go.
So the reason why hot dogs taste great at a baseball game, Dr. Brainpee was on the right track, is beers, right? Baseball is a boring game. You drink a lot of beers. You pregame,
Beer.
Yeah.
Pregame, in-game, post-game.
Okay, Joe Lobb, you have an objection to Officer Peggy.
Yeah, the reason that hot dogs taste better at a baseball game is because you're not concentrating on the hot dog. You're concentrating on the baseball game. And
no, that's not true. Nobody's really watching the game. Officer Peggy, go ahead.
So it's the beer. So when you drink, anything tastes good. Drunk food is.
I spent a lot of time with Mopsy, and I've never drank a beer, and Mopsy still tastes pretty good.
What the hell's wrong with you? You sick freak! Take it back!
I've actually seen him lick Mopsy, so go, Rigamarole.
Take it back!
So I think what we need to discover is whether or not Mopsy tastes good at a baseball game. Now with no alcohol, we're just sitting there for
Go Yoga.
4 innings.
No. We're gonna one up you all. Although Mopsy has not eaten a hot dog at a baseball game, she has been in a doggy backpack at a German market and almost taken a schnitzel from somebody's bun because
I'm going
of
to count
the
it.
proximity.
That's like catching the foul ball. I'm going to allow it. Go Yoga.
This was just before the pandemic started. It was packed. You couldn't move without bumping into people, and she was sticking her little snout over and almost got her little teeth on the schnitzel of a
Rigamarole.
passerby.
My concern is that if there was a person carrying a hot dog and Mopsy almost was able to bite it, isn't the same true that someone else could have reached out and taken a bite out of Mopsy?
What is wrong with you?
I disallow it, Dr. Brainpee.
Here's the thing. Why haven't we put our brains to work and bring Mopsy to the baseball game to steal us more hot dogs?
That's a good idea.
Yes, I accept that. And Dr. Brainpee.
Oh!
Just
Slipping
in
under.
good time.
Wow.
With a great idea.
Great idea.
And next to the
Genius.
flops will be bringing
I'll just eat
Mopsy
this
to
one.
the ball game. Yeah. So that is our show for tonight, but I don't want to end just yet. I want to invite any flop to bring out any of your pet family if they're in the vicinity. I have 6 cats and a dog, and do you think one of them is right here? No.
One of them could be around.
I'm going to find one. I'll be right back. In the meantime, get any pets you have and show them off.
This one's Lemon.
Yep,
You've
tell
seen
about them.
her.
And I'll invite anybody in our audience who has photos of your pets to post them on our Facebook page. Facebook, look for ComedyFLOPs, and post us a photo of your pet. And if they came from the SPCA, or even if they didn't, tell us if they did, and tell us a fun little story. So let's look at the different pets.
So, I mean, look at this glorious creature.
A baby.
She's a little wiener dog. Oh, look at all those cats.
Lavender. This one's Lavender. She don't like to be picked up.
Mm.
This one loves to be picked up. Oh, wrong way.
Hi, Lemon.
Lemon also likes to go for chair rides.
Who's that, John? I mean, Creme. Excuse me.
This is Coda. Coda didn't come from the SPCA. We found Coda on Route 86 at a rest stop. She walked down the hill and she looked hungry, so we fed her. And she didn't have a home, we didn't think, and we didn't want to leave her on the highway, so we brought her home. And Coda was pregnant, and she had 6 babies. We decided to keep them, but we made a pledge because we knew the SPCA had lots of kittens. We said, we're not going to let any of them go there. They're a great place, but we didn't want to burden them. So we said, we'll find homes. And 3 of those homes ended up being in our house. We have 3 of the babies she had.
Oh my
They
gosh.
are 13 and a half now. And they were wonderful. Yeah. And it was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're sort of a home for stray cats now. It's wonderful. So this is, again, let me show her. This is Coda. She loves music.
Oh,
If I play the piano, she'll settle down next to me and rub my hand. And when I put her in the car, she was a little freaked out. And so I put on the radio, and Paul Simon's Coda Creme was on. And that's how she got her name.
that's amazing.
This sweet girl. Joe Lobb, what do you got?
This is my friend Euphorbius. I take him for walks on Thursdays and Saturdays.
Very nice. Very nice. He's a rock lobster. And Lauren, Goat Yoga, Lauren. we have real names too.
This
Any-
is the
Bob,
sausage.
sorry.
This is the sausage. Yeah, we got her in 2018,
Mhm.
I think. It's just been a beautiful ride ever since. She likes skijoring, so I tie her to my waist and we go skiing together. What is that? Oh, it's a face. I thought it was a hoof.
Oh, is that Lemon?
Yes, we're going to my cow out back now.
So as everybody can gather, we are big animal fans here at the Flops, and we enjoy sharing our family members with you. And we thank everybody who came out to the show tonight, and thank you for your support of the SPCA as well. We'll leave the fundraiser up for about another week or so. So if you didn't get to it tonight and you're thinking about it, we'd appreciate the support. We will be back next month. We've picked a dedicated day to do our shows while we're doing them virtually, and so it's always the third Friday of the month. And so if you go on our Facebook page, you'll see the promotional poster with all the organizations we're supporting in 2012, and there's some really, really good ones. Hope you had fun tonight. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.